right edge.
This is a battle.
There's the white edge right there. Yep. You see it? Yep.
Hold on a second. On March 14th, 2025, from approximately 2038 to 2400 Eastern Standard Time, a series of powerful tornadoes swept through Missouri, resulting in multiple fatalities and widespread destruction. The severe weather outbreak led to issuance of a particularly dangerous situation, tornado watch of regions within the Mississippi Valley. Oh, there we go. As conditions were highly conductive of a formation of intense, long-tracking tornadoes. This is a battle. This is a battle. Oh, hold on. That's a battle. Battle in heaven's real. The portals were open. That's real. Real. I wish I could slow it down. Because I bet you would see angels in here. And fallen ones. The battle is real. Remember, they descend to Earth. They create tornadoes. The flap is up there in Missouri as well. I'll turn up the volume. But this is definitely a battle. This ain't just a tornado.
Right there. Yep. You see it? Yep. There's the white edge. Right by that pole. Yep.
I'm guessing it's that pole right there. That's a battle.
Over 9 miles away. I think we're fine. You think? Yeah. I think.
I'm gonna try to find this because I'd love to get some screenshots of this.
There's the whole right side. Oh,
that's a battle.
God, that's massive.
Something's descending here on
There's
Earth.
The right edge. Dude, this fucking tornado is huge. There's the white edge right there. Yep. You see it? Yep. There's the white edge. Right by that pole. Yep. Yeah, I know.
There's something huge in this. It looks like an F5.
Over 9 miles away, I think we're fine. You think? Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a tornado expert, but that looks like an F5.
Yep, there's the whole right side. Oh my God, that's massive.
Or at least an F4.
There's the right edge.
That's huge. I wonder if I can turn this so it doesn't flip. Let's do it this way.
There's the white edge right there. Yep. You see it? Yep. There's the white edge.
Something huge in this.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Over 9 miles away, I think we're fine. You think? Yeah. I think. I don't know how far away satellites are. Yep, there's the whole right side. Oh my God, that's massive.
There's something
the right
really
edge.
large coming onto our Earth.
This fucking tornado is huge. There's the white edge right there. Yep. You see it? Yep. There's the white edge. Right by that pole. Yep. Yeah, I know.
Yo.
Over 9 miles away, I think we're fine. You think? Yeah.
Anyway, this is from...
I think.
This is recent. Yesterday. Or
Yep,
2 days
whole
ago,
right side.
technically.
Oh my God, that's massive. There's the right edge.
Something really large. Oh, what are you? Look at you.
There's the white edge right there. Yep. You see it? Yep. There's the white edge. Right by that pole. Yep. Yeah, I know. Over 9 miles away, I think we're fine. You think? Yeah. I think. I don't know how far away satellites are. Yep, there's the whole right side.
Look at them. You wouldn't even know because you can't get close enough.
There's the
Hey,
right edge.
Mindy. What's going on, love?
This fucking tornado is
This thing is huge. This has got to be an F5. This was Missouri on the 14th,
There's the white edge right
where
there.
the flap is.
There's the white edge. Right by that pole.
Sorry, excuse me. I wish I could slow this down. Can I? Can I try? Can I try? There's something definitely there. And I don't think it's just the wind. No. It's on Instagram, so it's really hard to slow it down. It's not YouTube. You recorded it last night? Oh my God, but I would love to see that. Oh my God, I would love to see that. Because you know I love this stuff. I can pick all kinds of stuff out.
Yep. There's the white edge.
You got some high strangeness. Oh my God, it is. I'm with you on that. Yeah. So the other day, you know, I posted. Let me turn this down. I posted. Come on, brain. It's an angel. It was a huge angel. Like maybe some would think, oh, it's Tiamat. I'm not so sure about that. Maybe, but definitely have wings. And I did screenshots, and I could see one of my, like, what I call my guardian right there, watching, because I had to flip it upside down. You know how that works. No, there's very something much large here. Oh my God, yeah, there's no doubt about it. And then we have some kind of windstorm. And so in Australia, these winds are they're supernatural. They just really are. So we got supernatural entering our world. And I know you know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. And the Titans descended to Earth through storms. And we have ancients here. Ra, Anubis, Osiris, Anu, Enki, Enlil, Inanna, Isis, Hera, other, it's so amazing how the divine feminines are left out. Like, all we know about is these masculine energies. That's telling in itself. It's a whole topic. But, yeah, definitely have some high strangeness going on. The Pleiadians. I just heard Alpha Draconian. Ooh, I just literally heard that. La 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 la. Andromeda. Some say the Federation is here as well, which they probably are. We got all kinds of wonderful stuff here. This is probably a massive ship. That would create wind. Like the other day was windy, right? And I'm like, oh, there's something freaking coming in our atmosphere. It's like, it's to that level. Like, you can't convince me it's weather. It's like, no, something huge is in our atmosphere. But filming the other day, and I showed that, was just, it was just awing. Like, oh, this is undeniable. There's something huge here. And it's not clouds. And it's all over. So... yes, I do see it. I would like to slow it down, though. I'll have to do that when this loads. Because, I like to do a closer look. Yeah, I see that edge in here. Whoop. Right in there. That's a big mama. These things are, like, anchored into our world. Anchored. And some of these things, they have, like, what you call, I don't know, like landing gear, for lack of a better way to say it, that you can see the landing gear, but it's way up higher. I mean, come on, you all know I've captured some serious stuff. I have Borg, literally Borg, like, huge Borg, huge. I have images of Borg. Probably, I can't even take a gander at how many feet up into the sky it is. And you can see it. You can see the lens eye, and it's just Borg. And I bet you, Texas, you got some stuff there. Excuse me, as well. I just thought this Missouri is the big flap there, you know, all up there, it's a big flap. They're using the Great Lakes. They're right, again, you know, with the Vatican, you got Trump with the Stargates and the pyramids, and they're doing all kinds of stuff. And then, you know, it's not going unnoticed. And most people, you know, most people just think it's weather, and it's not. Which these boots on the ground storm, maybe they do know and they just don't say it, which is totally possible. But I give a lot of credit to these boots on the ground. Get to go to, I mean, I would, if I had the vehicle to do it, because, you know, clearly you have to have that special, like, vehicle for the storms. Oh, my God, I'd be out there. I'm that crazy. I am that much of a spiritual, supernatural hunter. Seeker. Rephrase that. Seeker. Yeah, I bet. We should get a crew together. I'm not even kidding. I love this stuff. But, like, a lot of cryptics are being revealed. I kind of caught a little bit of, it would be awesome. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep yawning. I caught a little bit of Dee's Dark Adventures the other night, and, you know, she was even saying, like, nobody who goes out into the woods doing these cryptics will go alone anymore, which you shouldn't go alone anyway. Some people do. Because I have some areas I actually might do lives from around here where I am. Because what they're doing is they're digging up some land here, and they're waking shit up that isn't happy. Native Americans, spiritually, yeah, I'm like, you know, but we'll see, you know, we'll see. I mean, it depends on the area. I wouldn't just go blindly into a place by myself either, but I have a couple of areas I'd like to check out and do a live from, you know. I should. I have a couple people that are interested in doing this with me as well. And I actually have someone that's coming from New York that we're going to go check out a property. We're not going to do an investigation. We're just going to kind of go check out the property. That one that I was telling you about, that the land is cursed. Yeah, I see all that. Just to feel it out. So we'll see. You know, we'll see. Maybe I'll do a live. I don't know if he'd be comfortable with it. We'll see. You know, we'll take that as that comes. You know, a day at a time. But I do have some ideas that I'd like to get going on with some things. I won't go by I won't go by myself. I won't. I know. My luck, I'd disappear. You know, I would disappear. It's not funny. I shouldn't laugh. I don't mean it to be funny. No, I would definitely take someone with me. And I've met some people that want to investigate with me. So we'll see. You know what I mean? We're going to wait till the weather gets like a little bit warmer as well, and go from there. Because we have some like ponds and stuff. Like, you know, I'm all in where the Native Americans, the tribes, the Matakees, get the Wampanoags are, and I really want to do more investigations in that area, and I want to do them live, and I want to document them. No, I know you're laughing with me. I got you. Because this is like, this thing's being woke up around here. Like, they just did some digging locally in the next town over from where I am, and they're actually picketing it because they found some ancient, they actually found like a village, and so they had to stop digging. So I want to kind of check that out. Oh, I see a profile in here. I kind of want to check that out. I'd have to like do a little bit of boots on the ground on that one. A lot of boots on the ground on that one, so I wouldn't get like kind of caught. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get caught, but I do want to, you know, check it out and go from there. But no, I would not do anything at this time by myself. You kidding me? It's too creepy. Way too creepy. Way too many creepy things going on. Way too much. I I don't even like to go out at night. I'm not in Missouri. This is filmed in Missouri, though. I don't think that they have the vision to see, is my opinion on that. They're very either just in the 3D. You have to believe, you have to believe. I just think some people are not meant to see yet until like the whole reveal, because that is written, that is a promise that all will see. It does blow my mind too. More are seeing though, which is really cool. I don't know what these storm chasers like. What are they really seeing? Like how we see it, or are they just thinking it's a freaking tornado? Like, are they grasping? Do they do research? Do they do research on the areas that these storms are happening? What's on the land there? Like, I do a lot of research. What's on the land there? That their flaps are there. The ancients are here. Do they do that kind of research? Do they look over their footage? Do they do it frame by frame by frame or half? Because I do. I go through the frames. I wonder if they. I just wonder. I haven't heard one really say at all. At all, actually. So I maybe they think it's tornadoes. Do they remember that tornadoes were signs of ancients descending into our world? Or are they still so 3D that they really think it's just an anomaly happening of a funnel cloud and think it's just that? We never had lightning storms like this when I was growing. No, I agree. We didn't either. Oh, we didn't either. We didn't either. And when a hurricane came coming, it was a train a coming through when it did happen. Because I grew up in the time of the blizzard of '78. We had some hurricanes on the East Coast, so we had some hurricanes on the Northeast. By the grace of God, we really haven't yet. Florida's really been taking a lot of hits because of the Stargates there. So we have Trump playing with Stargates, so there's going to be more hurricanes. Excuse me, because they're attacking the Stargates as well. That's exactly why Florida gets hit a lot. Same with Louisiana, because there's Stargates there. There's also activation sites, 2 Stargates there, plus the pyramids that are in the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of America. So, that's a whole thing too. But we have a Stargate up here. We have pyramids up here in the Northeast as well, just like all over the place. But we haven't had one. The flashing reminds me of the movie. They're here. Yeah, exactly. That's telling to me the level of flashing. You know that's not a normal thing. That's not normal lightning. Nothing's normal anymore. The sky isn't even normal anymore. Like, we are in a whole different reality. And we really are. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. We are not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. And then, so I kind of caught, maybe y'all guys have already seen that, but Wicked. And it comes out on Peacock like next week or something, which I'm hoping to catch it. But I saw the preview and I'm like, oh my God, I get this. I get it. Glenda was not really the good witch at all. She cursed the other witch. And the whole green skin, that goes back to Osiris, like the green man, the melanated, really green, if you will. Not, like we are to, well, I'm not, depends on the level of the color of your skin, which I'm not into all that, but I'm talking about the green man. And she totally cursed the witch. I was like, what a deception. What a deception. And we thought Glenda was the good witch. No. She gave her the granny's hat and then cursed her or whatever. Made her dark or whatever. I don't know. But, how you doing, Uncle Skin? How's it going on? But I'd like to get, that's my goal, is to get some people who know what they're doing And you can see that's like just staying right there to do some paranormal investigations. It really people that not amateurs, like people who really know what they're doing. Because I'm not an amateur, and do that. Like I was in one of the churches the other night, right? And it's an old church. It's I'm at Ground Zero here, where the Masons landed, and I could see this lady. I could see her. I'm just sitting in the chair, and I'm like I'm sitting on the pew because I was at a meeting, and I'm like, I'm in the, I don't know what part, like the hall part, but then you have the front of the church, um, where the carpet is and the stairs to go out the front way, right? But then there's stairs, almost like you go up one side and you go down the other, that kind of stairwell. I might actually go do a live there, like real quick one night, just to show you guys. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, there's a lady here. She's got period clothing on. She's wearing a Sunday dress, if you will. And the natives don't like that. It really upsets them because they're not about the religions, and they're pissed that these churches are on their land. They're really pissed because the natives didn't have churches. Um, but I could see her. I could feel her presence, and I'm like, wow. And I know that they had done like an investigation. One of they're kind of well known actually. Um, One of the guys, he was, I don't know, he was on TV. I'm not going to use his name because it's really not worth it. Um, he did an investigation with his lady, and she's a psychic medium, and they do the Estes method. And I was like finally at this church, and I mean, I'd love to do the Estes method, but, and I will, but I didn't need to. I could see her. She was there. She was in her like Sunday best. She was definitely from maybe late 1600s, 1700s, and like white. I could see the layers of lace, and she just kind of was just haunting the stairwell. I was like, oh my God, I wonder if anyone else sees this. Because I don't know, I talk about it here on my channel, but I don't go around announcing it to people out in the world. You know what I mean? Like, unless I know they're into it. Because most people don't pay attention. They're completely tuned out. I am not, and I never have been, so. Which, yeah, be careful what she tell your mom, be careful what she asks for. She just may see one. She just may see one. There's a lot of weird stuff going on out there. There's a lot of weird stuff. I filmed some ghosts in the woods out back of where I used to live. I've actually filmed sachems. Um, I was actually walking in the woods because you all know I used to film in the woods out back where I was before. Um, every time I would go out there, I would see these old um, Confederate soldier tents. You know, kind of almost like the sheet tent, if you will. I would see them on the pathways, and they would, I would see them, but other people wouldn't see them. But I see that stuff. I also know that there was some kind of Bigfoot there, by the way the trees were laying. I know I have filmed that, and how the trees all fell, and how the trees were stacked, and nested together. I've heard the knocking that the Bigfoot does. I've heard the whistle that the Bigfoot does. And so, yeah, I probably should put more of them to public. I did set a lot of stuff to private. I have to go watch back some of my old videos too, to be honest with you. I did finally make a lot of my readings public. I had many set to private, and I actually published it in the community, so that everyone could see all the ancient reads I did. So that is public. I've always wanted to see the paranormal, but not sure I could handle it if it really happened. That's understandable. Depending on what it is. it's not all negative, you know, like they want to, it depends. It's really not. It really isn't. Very rarely is it negative. It can be, but very rarely. Depending on where you are, depending on the location, what was there before, there's a lot of things to it. I look at it as we're overlapping other time and space. And in that moment in time and space, we are seeing what was in that time and space as well. Um, I'm not really big on the graveyard thing, but I am gonna investigate some areas because I did find. Well, actually, it's not. It's really a disgrace to the tribes, if, in my opinion, of the Wampanoag. They call it a graveyard, but it's a disgrace. It's not. It's I find it. I mean, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but they put them in piles. It's sad. Like the mounds, all the mounds that make the landscaping are really the Wampanoag and the Madakiskit and the native tribes. Those are the real graves. The Masons, because they came over, and that's why I posted Young Pharaoh, because they came over and they had plague, so they got buried here under 6 feet under, and that's why you see more graves from that time period, and a lot of them do get earthbound. Not they do. They get earthbound. We have one graveyard here by if you want to call it Plymouth Rock. It's not really Plymouth Rock, but they want you to believe it is. There's a huge hill, and it's all graveyard. That's haunted as all get up. There's been a lot of paranormal investigations done there. Actually, that's the church I was near the other night, and I could see the lady. And she had like a bonnet on and everything. I was like, oh my. But I can feel it too. I can feel spirit. I can see spirit. I can smell spirit. Sometimes I'll get us. It doesn't have to actually be an apparition. You can smell like all of a sudden you'll smell like flowers or like, I don't know, laundry detergent. There's no reason you should be smelling that. That's also an experience. It's deep. You can feel cold spots. Archangels will come in, and you can either really heat up with archangels or you can feel cool with archangels, depending as well. Yes, time and space is the essence of the yes. And I feel like we have, clearly ley lines, the 33rd parallel, the 34th parallel, all those parallels are key. And now, like, well, with everything that's going on, I think the parallels are just all like wobbly and wide open, and things are coming through and stepping through because they are doing things they just shouldn't be doing. Plus we got Ra here, right? Plus we got Wormwood here. Plus we got Nibiru here, the mothership, which affects us too. And that changes the frequency here. And I think that's why. I think it's supposed to change the frequency here so that we see, versus before, when Ra wasn't here. I don't know how Ra, like, honestly to God, I don't know. I do wonder how long Ra has really been here. But like clearly back in the 80s, Nibiru came close to us. Even in the 50s, in the late 50s, it was captured. It was on like Science Weekly. It was on the cover. They weren't hiding it like they hide it now, which is super messed up that they're even hiding it at this stage. With all the filming that we do, like, come on now. You might as well just say it. Mount St. Helens erupted. I gotta look up like maybe what erupted back in the late 50s, because it actually came up from underneath the West Coast. It rose up underneath the West Coast, and then with these great big wings, which I think is ISIS, but that's just my opinion. They call it Nibiru. That would reveal, that would bring a level of the veil dropping for things to be seen, experienced. It just depends. It depends on what location, what happened there. Even your life here, right? And where have you, places you've gone and experienced. Say you experience trauma, you were like assaulted or you were traumatized somehow, that will leave a psychic imprint there forever. Like it'll always be there, even if you move away. Do you know what I mean? Happy times, same thing with happy times, like really awesome, positive times. That will leave a psychic imprint in a location as well. Some I feel time loop keeps looping. Some things are on a loop and keep looping around. So there are a lot of different aspects to the supernatural and the paranormal. And then there are things like this that come through, and like Anubis walking through the portal, and we've seen the beings behind the light, right? We have that change. Like you once you see, you can't unsee. So that's the other thing. So if you're on my channel, get ready, because you can't unsee what you're gonna see. I am a I'll wake you up channel. I am an activator. I'm an activator in life. It's just whether you want to be activated. I don't force it on anybody. It's just I understand I'm an activator. When I step into someone's life, it's to activate them. It's for their highest good, to wake them up, for their highest intention, for their higher timeline. Some people aren't ready for it. They wanted to stay in their low crap. And again, I'm not here to force, and a lot of you are too. We're not here to force it on anybody. It's just, it is what it is. You see what you see. You feel what you feel. You know what you know. You're here to reveal the darkness as well as show the light and be the light. Some people aren't ready for that. They want to be lulled by the darkness and stay in the darkness because it's comfortable for them. We are not comfortable with that. And we keep pushing on, we keep moving on. We're not here to force it on anybody, right? Because we don't do that. It depends on the situation. I understand, and I do try to be super careful. I know it's going to sound kind of weird. Yes, Mindy's like, yes, I knew that when I first found you. I try to be careful if the best I can when I enter someone's life, because that means and there's no ego, please know that. I'm sent by the Most High God for certain reasons. And if you're not ready for that, you're going to not like me. And not because I'm not likable, just because you're comfortable in your ick. And you may be abrasive with me because I'm a very shoot straight from the hip. I see what I see. I see darkness. Darkness knows I see it. And darkness doesn't like the fact that I see it. And I reveal the darkness. And I just do. It's who I am. I've always been that way. I used to get really hurt by it when I would feel rejected by people because I didn't understand I was an activator. And I didn't understand because they were not ready. Now I don't take it personal. I don't. Like, you're not ready for what, and it's nothing about me. It's about the person. Like, God sends us in. That's why there's no accidents. There's no coincidence of meeting people, running into people, reconnecting with people, connecting with people. Because God sends us in because that person, vice versa, both ways too, shows you how much you have grown, and that person needed you. And they may not realize they needed you to reveal whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, one of my dearest friends I grew up with, love her dearly, reconnected with her, and her man was cheating with her best friend. It was really obvious. And I'm like, oh God, God, why? Like I'm like, why? Come on, man, really? Why? I can't do this. Like, not that I can't, just, she was not ready. So I back off. I step away. Because I know who can handle me and what my energy brings, and I also know who can't. I feel it out. I'm not into shit stirring. That's not the same. Activation is activation. Causing drama is a whole different energy. That's not me. I'm an activator for your highest good, for your highest timeline, for my highest timeline. I will never lower my timeline for anybody ever, ever. I've done that. I won't ever do that again. That's when I learned, whoa, I gotta love me more. Not that I don't love you, but I gotta love me more. I shared a little bit about some of my experiences, over the past couple of years, right? Low vibration energy. Sometimes low vibration energy is not ready for our energy. Even though God says yes, yes, they are, but they have to come to terms with that. Whether they believe in God or not is really irrelevant. They have an oversoul. They have a higher timeline, they have a higher calling. It's just whether they're ready for it or not. And because they do, darkness latches onto them and keeps them lulled so they don't understand that they have a higher timeline. So then you, me, and people like me and you become a threat, even though we're not a threat. It's ridiculous. See how that works? It's not an easy job. It is not an easy job. Exactly. I learned that at the end of the day, you are all, yes. I figured that out the hard way. I was dying in the hospital. And some of you know, I've shared my crossing over experience. And I really grasped, like, whoa, at the end of it all you got is you and God, or whatever your belief in God is. Nobody else. Just like everybody else who is experiencing this world. I really grasped that. That was kind of scary at first. Like I really, really grasped. You can have 100 people around you. You're still alone. You're still by yourself, and you got to deal with yourself. So I absolutely agree with what you're saying. And that was hard because I was dying. I was in and out. I had gone to heaven. I was coming back. Angels are real. Creator God of all that is real. Heaven is very real. We are so much love. This world is so fucked up. Sorry for swearing. We are so much love. And we are so loved. We are so loved. I can't figure out why we came here. I can't. I try. I'm not going to lie. I do try. I try to share it. I do grasp it to a point. But like to come from so much love to this realm is like, oh, really? Okay. Ouch. I think that's also falling, if that makes sense. That's all exactly. And some people have a really hard time. Some people can't be by themselves. They always got to have somebody with them because you got to learn how to be by yourself. I'm very, I love, Dragon Sage says, I'm single by choice. I love that because I'm the same way. I'm single by choice. I love my own company. I'm good with that. I love people. I'll go be around people, but I love coming back home. I like my peace and quiet. I love my own company. I have learned to love me and accept myself because all I have is me. I don't have anybody. All I have is me. Beginning, middle, and end of it. No, and I've realized, you know what? It's sad to say. I'm not saying I'm not loved, but no one is going to love me like I love me. And not like egotistically, like no one has shown me that. And they haven't. Well, that's not true. I'm not talking about babies and your kids and stuff like that, but they just haven't. So can't be bothered. You know what I mean? I love being alone too. I do. You got to dance around in your underwear with music on and be comfortable with who you are. If you're constantly needing to latch on to someone else, you got to check yourself. You can't fix somebody else, and you got to know how to fix yourself first. You got to learn how to love yourself. You got to learn how to heal yourself. We're not here to fix other people. We can be a helping hand, a lending ear, a kind heart, but ultimately they got to do the work. You know what I mean? Wake up to the... Yeah, we're already there. We are already there about waking up to the lies. We're woke here. I don't even like saying it that way. Yeah, you wake up to the lies. This place is levels. This place is levels. Done tons of videos on that. You have to go through it alone so that you connect with the divine. Because we're really never alone. The divine is always with us. It's really a crowded house. Honestly, it's a crowded house. Spiritually, it is a crowded house. We have archangels around us. We have our ancestors around us. It is a crowded house. It's like being in a vacuum. And we don't think anything else is around us, but there's tons of stuff around us. There's tons of energies around us. And they love us and they support us and they walk with us. It's like, remember that show Quantum Leap? Sam and Al, and Sam's got to jump through to each experience, and Al's there with them. It's like that. But Al's really somewhere else. It's like that. It's exactly like that. Yeah, exactly. Every time you think you're leveled up, surprise, it's another level. Exactly. So it's just staying humble and true to who you are. Stick to your guns. Sometimes you got to dig your heels in, and that's okay. We're not here to be bullied. We're not here to be abused. We're here to help another, not hurt another. And sometimes people aren't ready for us, and they're just not. And I've learned that. Painfully so, but it is what, I've learned that. And I know when to step away. I don't ever push myself on people. You want to be a part of my life? Wonderful. If you don't, that's okay too, because you can't handle me. I am a very high vibration, and I know that. And I say that lovingly and kindly, as many of you are. You're activators. So back to my friend who I grew up with, like I had to step away from her because I knew she knew and she was just accepting of it. I feel there was no way she couldn't know that her man was cheating on her with her best friend. It was so obvious. It was gross, obvious, that I had to step away because it just, that would have been me low. And I don't say this to me, I love her dearly, but that would be me lowering my energy that I won't ever do that. I won't, no. It does suck. It's really hard. It's really hard. She asked me to do a reading for her one day with her man there. And I'm like, oh man, I don't like doing that because it's going to come out. It's just going to, and it did. And I just was like, it made me feel uncomfortable. I was feeling uncomfortable. I'm not there to feel uncomfortable around someone else. When I read, I'm honest. I'm real. It is what it is. This is what the cards don't lie. This is what they're saying. And it was all over the cards. And that was a tough one. I got to be honest. That was a tough one. So I'm even careful when I do that, too. There is always more to learn. What does that mean, take a break? I don't understand. How does one take a break from that? Yeah, I know you get it. I know you get it, Mindy. I know you get it. How do you take a break from that? Enlighten us, please. I say that kindly, like, how does one take a break from that? And then you recently got back on path. Do you mind elaborating on that? Yeah, I agree with you on that. Living out of a box, yes, yep. Try not to get too attached to things. That took a lot for me too, because I love things. I used to love things. I thought things made me feel better, and that's when I realized, that's not always the case. Things are nice to have, but like, gotta release things, people, places, and things. We are in this world. We are not of this world. Keep it simple. Exactly. Exactly, Mindy. Exactly. And I don't know if people are ready to see. So that's what I mean. Like, I don't force myself. I don't know if she saw that her man was cheating with her best friend. and it made me feel uncomfortable. I gotcha. I understand. No, it doesn't sound odd at all. I understand. No, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I gotcha. I do. I really get it. I do. Because I've had moments of just detaching, almost disconnecting. But I don't do that because I don't want to lose. I don't want to get so in the grid. Let me rephrase that. I don't want to be so lost in the grid that I forget all that I've just done. I hope that makes sense. But I understand, when you got young kids and stuff, life on life term, things happen. I get it. I gotcha. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I definitely do. So, I kind of, tippy toe. It's like I found this this one woman. She's on Instagram, and she's just out there talking. She's out there with her bullhorn saying Jesus loves you, and she's talking to people about God in the street and that Jesus loves you, and God sent His only Son down here. Like, God bless her, because that's not easy. That is not easy to be out on the street preaching Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people don't even want to hear it. It's sad. It's tragic. It's tragic. Even we are the Christ, we are the cosmic Christ. But you know what I'm saying? That's tragic that people are that lost that they don't believe in God, or the divine, or heaven, or they think this is just it. There's many NPCs here. Uncle Skin. Oh yeah, they're everywhere. It's like they are not even hiding anymore, Uncle Skin. They are just not hiding anymore. They are like, hi, I see you. What are you doing today? Do you want to have some coffee? Totally, you know what I'm saying? And people are like freaking out, like, what is this? When they see him in the trees, they're just not even hiding. I agree. But my battery is draining, and I want to hopefully be able to go back and review this, because I do want to slow it down. I actually want to do it this way if I can as well. Hold on. I want to get this angle of it. And this is Missouri, for those who are just joining. And this is the flap, and this was 2 days ago, technically. Yeah, and we got some serious storms. It's no joke. They're doing some things. I don't know if you can see that okay, but did you see the massive one I posted? No, I'm gonna have to go over to your channel. I apologize. I have not been feeling well. I've been just trying to rest all week. Because does she not see, honey? Does she not see? Well, welcome. We're a mixed bag of nuts over here. Welcome. You can be a walnut. You can be a pecan. They're just not ready. Oh, wow. How does that work? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know how I could do that if someone couldn't. I'm not trying. Please don't take that the wrong way, but like I'm a seer. Like, and I get not everybody sees, but at least support me. If you're with me, you support me. And maybe I'm sure she is. I apologize. I'm not trying to assume anything. It's not easy at all. I agree. It's not for the faint of heart. I don't like to use the word chosen because it just sounds weird to me. But we're like picked, like duck, duck, goose. Like duck, duck, goose. I swear. Like God's like duck, duck, goose. You're it. But my throat's getting really sore again, and I just got to get some rest. And I appreciate y'all being here. My husband, but he is a truth seeker. Like, that's good. And it isn't easy. Yeah, I agree. It's not easy. And it's not for the faint of heart. It really isn't. It really isn't. I think that's why only so many of us do this and others don't. You either rise up to choose the calling or you ignore it. There is no in between. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Everybody have a beautiful night. And she will wake up. Uncle Skin, she will. She'll see when it's time. Peace.